Hey guys, it's Rakina, and I wanted to make another video for you guys just to kind of go over a pressing question that I seem to be getting a lot, and I think it's one that we all probably run up against, especially when we're just starting out. So if you find that you're not getting traction, or you feel like I'm always trying to do social media, or I'm always handing out business cards, or I'm always doing something and I'm really just not getting anywhere, it could be that you're falling into the trap of you feel like you're doing a lot of things without actually having activity. And let me explain what that means. So if when you are handing out business cards, what does your business cards have on them? Do they have an image of your work, or do they just have like a drawing of your work? Or is it, when I say a drawing, I mean like a picture that's not really, almost like an illustration. People want to remember you and what you do. If you're handing them business cards all day and you're handing people things that you want them to remember who you are and actually give you a call or hand it to a friend, it needs to be rememberable. So make sure when you hand it to them, you make it feel special. Like, give it to them and say, like, my newest thing now is my new cards that I got from moo.com. I love these cards, and honestly, they feel so amazing. So when I hand these to people, I want to give them that little nudge of, oh, and make sure you like rub it, like feel it, because it's really addicting. And I feel kind of like a nerd because I'm always like picking my cards up and I'm like, ooh, these are so pretty. They're so soft. Okay, so associate something else with what you're handing to them. So if it's a postcard, or if it's a business card, or even a coupon or something, attach something else to it. Even if you can, this may sound weird, but it totally works. Our sense of smell is the strongest thing that we tie to a memory. If you can spritz your materials with a little something that's not too crazy and overpowering, but just like a beautiful fresh fragrance, people are gonna smell that and then associate that wonderful scent with you and you handing them your cards out. So that's just a little something that you can try to get people to associate what you give to them with them kind of wanting to come back to you and follow up and get to know you and hopefully book an appointment, right? What else? Oh, we need to be speaking to their motivation for their beauty pain. It's one thing to say, like on your website, for instance, oh, lashes are done this way and they're put on individually, and I use mink, or I use synthetic silk, or foam ink, or whatever you want to call it. Clients, that is important because clients do want to know that. But what they really want to know is, how is this going to benefit me, or the whole, what's in it for me? How does this make my life easier? How does this make my morning routine shorter? How does this make, when I get up in the mornings and I've got 3 kids, how does this help me get on with my day or get them out the door sooner? That's the kind of stuff you want to talk to. That's the kind of stuff you want to relate to them, depending on who your target is. If your target is busy professionals, then you definitely want to target how you can accommodate their busy schedules. If you're open super early in the mornings, or you have a later in the evening schedule, push that and talk to them about that. Like, hey, I get it, you're busy during the day, you're running, doing 50 million things, but at the end of the night, if you want to come and wind down with me, I'm open till 10. Or if you want to have your lashes done before you start that crazy chaotic day, I'm open at 5 in the morning. Those kind of things are what's going to set you apart, because you're actually catering to their pain, that beauty pain that they have, that they wish they could get rid of. So think about that when you're trying to target your market. And of course, you have to know who that market is. So I may have jumped ahead a little bit on that one, but knowing who you're trying to target is going to be huge too. You definitely have to understand where they're coming from, what their daily lives are. If it's more like what you go through on a daily basis, it's easier to target them. But say you're trying to target college students who are on a budget, or who, may have a huge group of friends that are all on a budget. Then you start talking about, hey, you know, I know you have a lot of friends. If you can bring me 6 of your friends, then your lashes are free. You know, kind of motivate them in that way, because they will spread that word. And then all of a sudden that 4th friend is like, hey, I know 6 girls too, and I want my lashes free, and it could just take off. So those are just some quick pointers and tips that I wanted to give you today. And just to remind you that the 5-Day to a Beautiful Website webinar, it's free, is going to be opening up again. I'm going to be doing it a little different this time. So the webinar is already done and completed. I've kind of updated it a little bit and changed a few things on it from the last time. And it won't be live. So when you register for it, it's on my Lash CEO website, and it's ready for you, but it will only be available for a weekend, and that's this coming weekend. So you can watch it as many times as you need to, take notes, do whatever you can get out of it to get that website started and built on the platform, and then it's going to be gone. So you gotta watch it this weekend and be there for that. So you can register for that on my website, thelashceo.com. Just click on the website webinar page, then you're gonna click, I think it's like claim my spot. From there, you're gonna log in or register, and once it's open, those details are gonna be emailed to you. So if you're one of those people that sign up for my emails and you don't open them, you're not gonna get it. And I need to be able to count on you to open your emails. If you don't open your emails, why are you joining? Kind of like when people follow me on Instagram. It's like, why are you following me on Instagram? You're not liking my pages. You're not liking my posts. So if that's you and you've liked my stuff, or you haven't liked my stuff, thank you if you've liked it. If you haven't, then we should probably like unfriend or something, whatever. Sorry, I get distracted sometimes. So yeah, the website webinar, it's free. It's going to be open this weekend. If you have questions, I'm going to have a comment section below that you can ask questions on. You can always go to the Lash CEO Facebook page and ask questions there. What else is new before I get off on this video? Oh, one more thing. If you'd like to join the private Lash CEO members, I guess it's a group, I have a couple of things that I'm starting to notice, so I want you to know just in case you're deciding to request to join. One, you have to be in the lash industry. You have to be either just starting out or actively in the lash business. 2, I would like for it to be somewhere on your Facebook page, so when I go to your profile, it says something about you being in the lash industry. I don't want to get to that point where I'm just letting anybody in there, and then, you know, people are somewhat active and not active and just kind of lurking around. Like, that's not why I created it. I wanted it to be a place where we could all talk about the visibility of our lash business and how to grow it, and just the business side of it, not necessarily application tips and critique this and what do you think of this and what about humidity. All that stuff is just as important, don't get me wrong. I just don't want the Lash CEO member group to be about that, because those conversations can turn nasty fast. So let's keep it about business, let's keep it about visibility, and keep it moving. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, or if you like what I'm doing here, please comment below, give me a thumbs up, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. It's Rakina, lashceo.com.